What are you doing here? What are you doing in my... What are you doing in my world? It seems like it's my world. Yeah, no, I've been playing. I'm a gamer. You haven't even looked at the timeline, have you? Oh yeah, that's right. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Here, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. I mean, you're on here a couple times. It only, I mean, I can do more, but it only shows 1 week at a time. So, Yeah, I'm the top line. You're the You're the bottom line. Because you're a bottom. It's because you're a bottom. You know you did. Yeah. How often do you come up to the surface? Okay. That's kind of what I thought. Um, which makes it all the funnier as I build more on my stuff. Yeah. Mm, that's good. Yeah, no, I've been continuing to build on my thing. I don't know. I'm still not done yet, so. But I'm not terribly far off either. I also made an automatic chicken farm. Kind of. Well, because for some reason in the realm, every time I try to build a Minecraft clock, it just stops working. I think it's something to do with how the world loads in. So initially I had it running off a clock, but then I was like, why isn't it working? I was like, oh, well, I guess it's just not gonna work then. So now I have it, um, basically there's two chambers of chickens. There's the chickens that lay the eggs that go into the dispenser, and then there's the chamber of chickens that run over the pressure plates. Which trigger the dispensers. Oh yeah, I'm pretty far over the clouds now. It was an interesting experience when I broke the cloud layer. Because it was like, I don't know, I had to work on it without being able to really see, but. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Again, it going up got a lot easier once I hit Deep Slate, so. Don't fall though. There was one day where I was a little bit clumsy and I died so many times. Yeah, it is pretty cool though once I put water at the bottom. Oh yeah, I'm so high it starts generating snow, so. Don't fall off. Yep. Yeah, don't fall. I didn't finish the ladder all the way. Yay! I'm not done yet though. Oh yeah, actually, if you want to do something cool while you're up there, because you're up at the top, right? I put water at the bottom, so if at any point you want to jump down, you can. Through the center, I mean. No, I actually put water down here. I did it earlier. Well, assuming you land in the water. It's it's 4x4. Well, it's centered in the middle. Yeah, I know. You just fall. You just fall. I don't know. Yeah. No, I need to get better feather falling on my boots. Feather falling 1's not gonna cut it anymore. I need like feather falling 3 or something. Oh. At the end of the day, I think the idea is that there's gonna be a fountain in the middle once I finish the tower. But... And there goes my pickaxe. For what? Oh yeah, I saw that. I downloaded that. Yeah, there was a couple of freebies that they gave out for the um I think there was a furniture one and like an audio one or something. Yeah, well, I don't even know if you can put them in realms, to be honest. Yeah. Look at the massive hole where my thing is now. Hmm. You know, it's kind of funny. I haven't hit any caves since I hit Deep Slate. Wow, is that actually true? I hit a very small one, but it was just like a micro cave. Mm. Yeah. Hmm. It's not bad. What is? Hmm. Yeah. That's fair. That's what you think. Oh. You have the marketplace pass. I don't know. I didn't even really understand what it was. Yeah, I just know it's a reference to the Minecraft movie. Yeah, it's a little rough. It's not everything it was chalked up to be. I don't know, where are you? Oh, okay. Well, I've dug down some more, so. I'm at negative 39 right now. Okay. Yeah. I've kind of done that before. It was a world where I dug into a hill, right? And then I just dug. I don't know. That's all I did with my days. I just dug and I filled chests with the cobblestone. Um, yeah, I didn't build anything up on the surface. Yeah. I didn't put anything on the surface. I did have to come up to the surface every once in a while for wood. And then every once in a while to kill cows. To get more leather for my armor. Because I use leather armor. Because I didn't find very much iron. But it was back in the day. So like iron was difficult to spawn, and you know, I wasn't in a biome where sheep could spawn, and I don't know, you know. Let's see, and then I had a different world where I spawned on this. It was a pretty big island, and what I did is I'd never built a house. I just went to the top of the tallest mountain, and I dug a tube down until I hit bedrock. And then once I finished that, I went to the side of a mountain, or the side of like a big hill, and I dug from one side of the island to the other side of the island, and made like a canal through tunnels. Really, technically it was more of a sewer, but yeah, so I did that. And then one time I spawned in a desert, right next to a desert village, and I tore down, block by block the entire village, and used the materials to build a giant pyramid. And then once I ran out of materials from the village, I just started, you know, strip mining. The pyramid, it was hollow. It was built out of sandstone and then sand on top. Yeah. I don't know, Desert Worlds, I think Desert Worlds are a lot of fun. It's just difficult. I mean, it's better if you're right next to a village. Yeah, and you can just... Yeah, and I mean, you can just trade with all the villagers and stuff, and, you know, get whatever you need. Obviously there's always difficulty, but... and then you make expeditions out, and I don't know. You go get some saplings, or you get saplings from a wandering trader, and then you're able to, you know, actually make trees. That's, do you know who Mogswamp is? He's a Minecraft YouTuber. He makes he works on a super flat world. That's his big thing. Yeah. I mean, he's the most popular, like, Minecraft YouTuber right now, but he, yeah, so that, he's gone over the structure of how to do a super flat, and that's super interesting. You know, and he's gone over how to do like, you can do a lot in a super flat. Like, he has pretty much everything. There's only very few non-renewable resources. Like diamonds are a non-renewable resource. Yeah, what else? I'm sure you have. Who else? There's also, there's a YouTuber. He's actually not that big, although, which is kind of weird because I feel like he should be pretty big. His name is Yeah Jason. And his big like initial claim to fame, he does different things now, but his initial claim to fame was he did it's called a one chunk, where you set the world border to one chunk, and then you do stuff in the one chunk. Yeah. 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 No, I think he's probably honestly one of the best Minecraft creators. But it's pretty clear that it's not like he's a small creator, but at least, especially whenever I got into him, it was very much like, he didn't even have a silver plaque yet. He was just scraping along, doing his videos after school. I don't know. There's been a couple. There was, I don't know. There's one particularly tragic tale, with the YouTuber, Mithridac TV. Yeah, and like they made really cool videos that I liked, but then it was like, there's a whole bunch of controversy and I don't know, a bunch of stupid stuff, because it was like, you know, they transitioned, he went to she, and then kind of ran away, or kind of rejected the Mithridac label, because Mithridac was like the identity they were using as a he, but now they made a new channel, but the new channel never got the popularity that the old channel did, because people were being weird. You know. But I mean, it was a whole thing. Like, and I think that controversy kind of messed him up a little bit messed them up a little bit as well, because it was like, you know, before all that stuff happened, they were gonna, like, they were the next person slated to join the Dream SMP at its peak. Which obviously that didn't boil out so great either, but Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of different creators like that are like just brought to mind with Minecraft for me, where it's like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of stopped watching him, so I don't know what he's been doing recently. Well, I mean, I didn't really either, but I watched his shorts, so. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Minecraft YouTuber. I mean, it's the it's the reality of it. I mean, just look at you. No, I'm just kidding. Who else? I mean, back whenever everyone was making an SMP, there was um, the Fruit SMP. I followed that. I thought it was really fun, but um, then a bunch of things happened. It was started by a YouTuber called Mr. Fruit. I love Mr. Fruit. Mr. Fruit's great. He's had a hard time, but he's a great guy. At least I think, I don't know. I don't know if there's any controversy about him. I haven't watched him in a couple of years, but back when I watched him, he was a cool guy. I think he's still chilling. I don't know. I mean, I think he uploads less. So I think his depression's gotten worse, but I don't know. He's a little bit of a tragic tale too, because he does variety. Kind of. I mean, he has a lot of streams. He at one point for like a good 10 years, he was uploading every day. On multiple channels. I don't know if he's gone. I know because like he had like really bad jaw surgery, and so he couldn't talk, which is kind of a no-go when you're recording YouTube videos. Or you know, all these things. But he had his group was called the Dream Team. And this is before Dream was a thing, the YouTuber Dream. But Mr. Fruit, he made, like, he played almost every game before it was cool. And he's the big reason a lot of games took off. So, like, he played Fortnite before Ninja played Fortnite. In fact, you know how back in the day, like the first YouTubers to play Fortnite got their own lobby icons. Yeah. But yeah, so like, you know, Muselk was the first one to get one, the PewDiePie got one, and then Mr. Fruit got one. And that's something they haven't done in like 8 years. But he played Battle Royale when the alpha came out. Not Battle Royale. He played Fortnite when the alpha came out. And then he played, you know, the beginning of that, and then he blew up a little bit because he was the first person to play Among Us. Yeah, and he, you know, he played Minecraft at the beginning, and you know, pretty much just name a big game. But like, yeah, and I mean, like, he's not the, like, Among Us didn't blow up like to the levels it did because of him. It blew up to the levels it did because of like Pokimane. But he's the person that got that first started so that people like Pokimane would pay attention to it, you know. But then, you know, he never reaped the popularity from it. Other people did. And it's not, and you and I both know, as much as it, you know, we tell ourselves it shouldn't be a numbers game, and we shouldn't focus on that. You do anyway. So, you know, he's talked about it a lot. He does a lot of very candid stuff where he talks about, like, the struggles he's had with it, and, like, where he'll be like, you know, I relinquished pretty much all the control of, what content I do or don't make to my YouTube manager, because it was causing me severe mental distress to do it myself. So he makes the content, but somebody else plans the content. Because he would be like, well, this video performed, you know, 5% less than the previous one on this one game, so I guess it's time to retire it and move on to the next thing. Whatever, maybe it's just that one video was bad. Yeah. Well, you never switched off finals. You never switched on finals, but... One day. But not while the Mexico season's happening, which is funny. Of course you have your reasons. You don't want to go to Bernal. That's what the map is. The map is Bernal. Yeah. It is a place in Mexico. It's a city in Mexico. Wow, you're not even real Mexican. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I'm mispronouncing it. Whatever. The only reason I'm pronouncing it that way is because that's how the announcers pronounce it, because the announcers are AI. Yeah, yeah. It was a bit of a controversy when the finals came out. Was their decision to make the announcers fully AI? Um, which I couldn't even tell honestly, and it works pretty well, to be honest. I mean, because it's a real voice actor. But an AI is synthesizing the lines. Um, and so it I don't know, it works out pretty well because it'll be like, this team or so and so, pulls ahead or whatever. It gives things that are more accurate rather than you have with like Halo 3 where it's just the same line over and over again. Yeah, I know. Just go watch some Neurosama. I actually really like Neurosama. I like AI. I'm chill with it. Yeah. Just don't let it take your art. Just download Nightshade. Why not? I mean, I don't approve of like OpenAI's policies or anything, but you know. It is kind of funny though. I don't know how much have you been following the news around OpenAI? I'm curious. Yeah, well, it's I remember that. No, it OpenAI is funny. Um which is funny cuz Sam Altman's the CEO still. So, I don't know how he's allowing this to happen, but um OpenAI is open source, right? Hence the name. So it's not actually a for-profit company, um, and nothing is trademarked, nothing is private. The API is all public, and all these things, whatever, right? Um, they announced that they plan on taking it private, um, and having everything stop being open source and start making a profit from it. And at the same time, um, there was a whistleblower for OpenAI about their policies, um, that was found suspiciously dead in his apartment in Vancouver. And the whistleblower was talking about how, like, despite what OpenAI says, they actually are stealing, like, files from copyrighted sources and not just, like, publicly available information. So, yeah. It's kind of funny. Elon Musk is really chastising Altman because because Elon Musk helped found the company. When Elon Musk and Sam Altman founded OpenAI, they made the agreement that they would never take it private. But now Sam Altman is doing it. It's kind of funny. Last, this past fall semester, I had a professor who, used to teach Sam Altman. It's kind of funny. I am only 10 blocks away from hitting lava level, and I'm not happy about that. Are you mob farming right now? I'm about to build a mob farm that funnels directly into your bedroom. Yeah, come on. Admit you like it. Doesn't necessarily have to be Necro. You didn't have to go there. Creepers. Slot. I mean, they have brains. And they have hearts. I mean, yeah, I mean, their heart is a TNT block, but it's still a heart. But I don't know, plants might not be too far off, honestly. Yeah. I don't know, I mean, I'm not against the idea. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the sandbox tree seed does that. It explodes. Yeah, no, I'm certainly not against it. I have finally hit a lot of diamonds, which is nice. Yeah, so I've been able to use some diamond pickaxes again. You know, I don't have a ton of diamonds, but I have enough to do a couple things. I also added another floor to the bottom. Since you last saw it, I should say. And I'm almost about to add another floor to the top as well. Yeah. Yeah, in Fortnite. We did. They're in... What? Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. That would have been funny. There's no shot, but that would have been funny. I mean, they went with like stuff being rated. I mean, you know, they were like, "Oh, this is rated E for everyone." But what if they just were like, "Yeah, this is rated M for mature." You have to turn on the M for mature settings. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen the arrest records. Just did. It's kind of funny. At a certain level in this building, foxes spawn. Yeah, I have foxes spawning inside of my house. But it's not at the levels you think. Because you'd think it'd be like ground level. But the foxes are spawning at like level 150. Yeah. I mean, right here, I'm currently looking at one that just spawned. It's sleeping right now. But it's at level 200. Yeah, I don't know. Something with the spawning mechanic of foxes. And then like new like vertical biome thing. I don't know. Okay. Time time to move my stone cutter up another level. Well, I just dropped the crafting table. That's not good. Whoops. There goes your house. Everything looks so far from up here. It is kind of funny. It's something like I didn't even think of until I actually went over there and looked at it. Is like obviously with my rendering distance, um I can see really far. Um and so I can see like from the top of my tower right now, the furthest I can see, assuming the clouds aren't in the way, is your town hall, right? And like the first part of the Chick-fil-A. Um but what's funny about that is when I'm over there, it works both ways, obviously. So when I'm at your town hall and I look over, in the distance, somewhat obscured by the fog of war, there's just this looming tower. Wow. Can't believe you'd be so wasteful. Then why'd you make a leather helmet? You know what you can do with a leather helmet that you can't do with any other type of helmet? Exactly. No, you don't. Do you have one in every color? Do you have one in every color at every level of durability? Exactly. You're not yet complete. Yep. Yep. It's kind of funny. It plays into the aesthetic of um the like Dark Tower. Technically, these arches that I've been using for all of the balconies um, is an Islamic horseshoe arch, which does, yeah, but it doesn't fit with the whole dark fantasy thing. Also, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Phantom spawned, and I'm on top of the tower. So, like, and right now my tower is completely flat, so it's like, I'll get to a bed as soon as I can, but it's still a little bit like, okay, they swoop down and hit you and knock you back, and are about to knock me off my tower. It's gonna be a second before I get there. Yeah. Hmm. I figured you would have already had one down there. Hmm. Yeah, it is a little bit late, so. Um, yeah, it's Eye of Ender and Obsidian. Is it Eye of Ender or is it just Ender Pearl? It might just be Ender Pearl. I don't remember. Huh. Interesting. Well, luckily you don't exactly have a shortage, so. Come on, guy. Come on, little guy. You know you want it. Come back here. Stop running on the edge. He does not seem to want the food. Interesting. I don't know if I can. I am throwing it at it. Throwing it at the fox. And the fox fell off. Cool. That's nice to see. The fox just fell 150 blocks to its death, so, you know. You know. Technically, it took the shorter fall, because it fell off the side and not through the middle. Because through the middle is 250 instead of 150, so. Okay, cool. And now I can actually build my levels. What are you placing? What's wrong with it being in an open place? Oh, you do want it to be in an open place. Yeah. I don't know. You could build a jukebox in the bar and have it be part of the jukebox, like the coin slot. I don't know, and a jukebox doesn't really fit the aesthetic that you're going for, because you're going for more like a tavern and less like a greasy spoon, but yeah, well, at least that's last time I was there. It was more like a tavern. I don't know. It could be a check your weapons spot right at the entrance. That'd be funny. Yeah. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny because you see that in like movies and stories and stuff. Is the whole like you go in the tavern where you check your weapons first. It makes sense as a check your weapons thing because then nobody could steal it. Like your weapons because it's in an ender chest. It's called a skilled issue. It is also funny when I'm this far up, I can see all the spots where the world isn't rendering correctly. Yeah, no, I mean, it's fine. It's not that difficult to clean up. It's just, you have to go to the location, it'll re-render it. But it's just kind of funny, because it makes the world look all messy. Because it's like, oh, look, normal, and then just blocks of stone. Kind of. Or like from what I can see right now, the lighthouse for Ocean Town is just completely engulfed in stone. It also seems like for some reason, this area where we are, if it were rendered at the same seed now, it would not be a it would not be a spruce forest. It would be a taiga. Because any exposed piece of ground is all icy. Which is kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. You're finally finishing maybe a project. Yeah, as I sit here staring at all of the empty islands in Ocean Town. I'm sure you are. But, you know, I'm looking at it and it's like, oh, that one looks like a runway. Yeah. No, it's just kind of funny looking at it. Where the one where you put street already, and with how lit up it looks like an island runway. Yeah, just kind of funny. Yeah, you know. Ow. That felt nice. Hi, cat. I just fell. I survived, though. Also, okay, so, you know, you run around, creepers blow up, and you find new things, right? Whatever. And you have to fix the holes. One blew up, not terribly far from the entrance to the ice highway, right? It didn't damage the highway or anything. It didn't damage anything. It was just an empty plot of land. But for some reason, when it blew up, it revealed like I don't know, an empty cave of some kind. That had frog lights in it. It had the 2 stack tall frog lights in it, which made no sense because it was after the railway already ended. So, yeah, and there was like probably 6 frog lights there. And obviously you buried them, but I don't know why you buried them. I know, that's what I'm saying, but for some reason, they're just buried in the ground. I can show you where they are. If you want to, I don't know. I mean, I would use them if you gave them to me, but I don't necessarily need you to give them to me. But, yeah, but I don't know why they're there. Yeah, you like the skeleton there? Don't worry about it. I know. I passed you in the water elevator. We. Wow, nice shulker box. There's some good stuff in here. Why do you have why do you have a netherite hoe? That's my question. That's fair, I guess. Anyway. Anyway, it's nice. You're certainly leaning into the cave thing. It is certainly nice and cavey. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know, this is weird. I reburied them for now, but... Well, I know where it is. I just reburied it. Yeah, well, I mean, that was why I buried it. It was because it was a creeper hole, but... And it was kind of in my path that I walk to get from one of my spots to the other spot, so... My base. No, I'll show you where it is. Yeah, no, it's not over there. It's near the base of the tower. It's right where I later planted these trees. Yeah, they're just buried down here. I don't know why. Oh yeah. I mean, I'll take them. I don't know. They're just in here. And you put them here, obviously, but I don't know why. Um, well, you're the only one. You're the only person who built on this world. You're the only person with those frog lights. Yeah, but I mean, I doubt he would just. That's fair, but why would he put them there? What? It's for your own protection. I know. He's been sitting there since he was a puppy. I know. Honestly, it was just going to be a box, but then I happen to have the bars, so don't worry about it. Oh yeah, you want to see that? That's scuffed. It's in my old base. You know where I kept all the chickens, um, and a couple of pigs. Although I had to kill most of the pigs. Um, Actually, it does, but you don't make that with pigs. You make that with hoglins. Yeah. Yeah. So it's literally just a bunch of chickens all in this room, and they run over these pressure plates um, periodically, and it launches the eggs. But every once in a while there'll be a backlog, so I have to go in and flip the lever, which doesn't work whenever one of them are standing on the pressure plate. Oh yeah, yeah. Some of them are moved, but most of them I just used. But it's in the top chest. Come on. What? You good? What? Yeah, they're gates. All of them are gates. Ow. It is kind of funny though when you get hit by the eggs. But yeah, again, I've like abandoned all actual development on this area. I just use it as practical storage and farming and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, exactly. It's like, 'cause it was literally just a creeper hole that we were like, yeah, I was like, yeah, let's start here and start digging. And it looks pretty cool. Like, I'm sure there's some cool stuff I could do with it, but I like this better. It's bigger and better. I don't know how I'm gonna top it once I finish it. But I might have to build 2 towers. I mean, it's the Dark Tower. That would be funny. That would be horrible. Um, no, I'm not dissing against Diorite. I'm just saying it'd be horrible to get all those materials. Um, but what I do have is chests and chests of cobblestone, because I have not wasted any cobblestone, so I can literally just use the cobblestone from digging up this one to make the next one. What? What are you doing? Oh, okay. You gonna do a bucket MLG clutch? Did you succeed? Good job. Why not? Wow. So dramatic. You're such an OSHA officer. Who needs railings? Who needs railings? Railings are overrated. This structure is an OSHA officer's nightmare. Yeah, there are no railings. It's egregiously tall. And the only ways to get up and down are either there's no windows, by the way. But the only way to get up and down is either stairs with no railings or an infinite stretch of ladders with no brakes. Plus, in the lower parts, there's several areas where it's just glass that's holding back, like, lava and stuff. Yep. I do have animals in here. I have animals running loose. It's not my fault. I was just chasing it around. What do you mean? What do you mean slave labor? Yes, you did. You did it of your own free will. This is me. Also, you got paid. You got paid in diamonds. I wish I got paid in diamonds. I'm the one doing this for free. Yeah. I also did plenty of stealing from you, so. Yeah. Just call me the CEO of United Healthcare. Yep. Yep. This is true. He's not guilty of terrorism. Well, and what's funny is it's like he did first degree murder. I guess that could be second degree. I don't know. I would label that first degree. But anyway, point being. Yeah, well, like, he did murder. Yeah, but also it's sort of like I don't know. It just seems like everyone's like freaking out about it. You know, obviously it'd get more news coverage since it's like someone notable. But it's like oh no, you know, national manhunt and like people are like I don't know, it's like a terrorism case and it's like Bro, he did murder. You know how many murders happen in New York City every day? Like, yeah, he went to murder, a CEO rather than, a random person like a serial killer or, something motivated like personal relations. But it's like, it's still murder. Like, it's still just murder. He did not. I don't know. I guess the only like terroristic thing he did was he wrote like a manifesto or whatever. But that didn't write a manifesto. I mean, there would be a lot, but I don't know. That's true. Although we both know you are a terrorist. Yeah. Yeah, you know. I'm a terrorist. A Pez? Wow. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. Yeah, it's time for you to stop smoking. Wow. That's what the original Pez dispenser was. It was shaped like a cigarette lighter. They weren't. That is fine. That is. They did just use a magazine mechanism. Now we need the Pez stripper clip. No, you don't like stripper clips? Wow. You forgot you were live streaming. That's funny. That is hilarious. I know. I don't know. I have the opposite problem. I forget to hit the button. So I'll just be gaming and I'll just be like, yeah, that was a great live stream. Then I check it and it's like, wait a minute. But not this time. I've been live streaming for almost 2 hours. Which will make... What does that make? 7 hours today? 8 hours today? They are. Microsoft bought it and they're using it to build an AI data center. And it's gonna be powered by 3 Mile Island. You don't think that's a good idea, attaching an AI to 3 Mile Island? What's wrong with the incidents? I think society should move towards using nuclear batteries. What do you think? Yeah, well, we should try it again. There's there's one. It's a nickel battery. It puts out enough output to power a phone, or like to charge your phone, and it lasts 50 years. It's it's radioactive, but only inside of the case. Just don't puncture the case. That is something I like about Fallout 4, is, when you're just going around the map, if too much damage is dealt to a car, like if an explosion happens next to a car, it creates a mini mushroom cloud, when the car explodes. It's really funny. It is a little concerning, though, because, in Fallout 4, random factions will just fight each other. And so, when you're just walking around, like, the wastelands, and then you just hear an explosion go off in the distance. It's like, what was that? And it was just, I don't know, raiders and super mutants fighting over a car. And then the car explodes and kills them all. Either that or the suicide super mutant, goes off. I don't know. Yeah. They tried that. They tried that a couple times. It was radium in the pill, but I don't remember if they called it radium. Yeah. Well, there was funny names. Yeah. I mean, you've definitely been there. Yeah. No, you just don't remember. Yeah. We implanted false memories of you not losing your jaw. Don't worry, we found it though. It's kind of funny. This world marks my first like regular using of a shulker box. They are quite useful. Wow. That's wild. She missed so much. It was the Greek gods. Yeah, it was the Greek gods. So it was chapter 5, season 2. Yeah. Yeah, she wasn't really paying much attention. Um, it would be funny though. Well, yeah, but now, because she's been gone for so much, there's quite a few things now that are like Fortnite Reload, Fortnite OG. If she thinks normal Battle Royale is poorly optimized, play OG. That's fair. I still haven't played Ballistics. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not very motivated to play it, I guess. I don't know. Just like I don't play Fortnite to play um a ranked map shooter. If I want to play that, I'll play CS:GO. I'll play Valorant even. Fortnite and Battle Royale is a very different thing, and so it's like it doesn't look bad. It's just sort of like, eh. And then once they got rid of the casual, it was sort of like, okay, well, what's the no? It's like, what's the point? Mm. Yeah, I do too. If nothing else, just to experience the Fortnite experience. But I mean, I think a big thing is like they didn't release any free stuff, any like free cosmetics in challenges for playing it. So it's like, yeah. A fun experience. Yeah. Well, and I mean, even more specific, not just a hypothetical. If I want to play that sort of game, I play the finals. I mean, it's a similar thing. I mean, it is. I mean, that's all that the finals is. It's just a domination shooter. So it's like, in all of its modes, because there's a ton of modes, but it's like, one mode is just King of the Hill. One mode is just what's it called in Call of Duty? Like points collected or something, or points verified or something. I don't know. No. Yeah, well, in the finals, none of them are free for all. Everything is team, but you know, there's quick cash where it's the domination. You know, you have the um, you go to the vault, you unlock the box, you carry the box, you put it in the cash out, and then it's whatever team currently has the cash out claimed when it runs out of time gets the points. And then there's Bank It, where every time you kill someone, they drop points. Well, they drop cash, but they drop points. Um, and you have to collect the points, but they don't count until you put them into a cash out. And then there's Power Shift, which is just King of the Hill, except the hill moves. Yeah, and then there is the most, like, base domination shootery thing. It's like the most, like, you know, Valorant or CSGO or stuff like that, is the, what's it called? Terminal attack. Terminal attack. Where there's a group of defenders and there's a group of attackers. And the attackers have to fit the, you know, the MacGuffin inside the terminal. And have it finish its time before the defenders can either kill all the attackers or defuse the terminal. I mean, it's literally just the Valorant mechanics. Even to the point where there's A point and B point, and you have to, the defenders have to, or the attackers have to choose which one they want to rush, and the defenders have to guess which one they're going to. Yeah, but the only difference is that it's the finals, so, you know, the maps are bigger and everything's destructible and whatever. But, I don't know. I would much rather play that and progress that battle pass than I would, you know, play Ballistic. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I hear good things. Yeah, there's a pretty big lightning storm right now. Why? That would be cool, but I already tried it, and for some reason it didn't work. Yeah, I don't know why lightning rods don't work like they used to. I did this in my other private world as well, and it's just like at the top of this massive tower, and I put a lightning rod, and it still would not strike the lightning rod. Oh boy. Have you seen those? There's honestly, I don't even think you need command blocks for it. There's this wild thing you can do where you build a lightning rod and then you take a channeling Triton in a rainstorm and you throw it at the lightning rod and it just yeah. Yeah. No, that's actually one of the things you do in a super flat. If you're playing a super flat, is you need to not the trident part, but the lightning rod part. You need a lightning rod. Yeah. Because, okay, so in order to really progress in a super flat, right, you need villagers, obviously. Because villagers are what pretty much everything you're going to be able to trade for. But in order to get villagers, you need um uh to cure zombie villagers, right? In order to do that, you need golden apples, and to get golden apples, you need gold. Well, you don't need a potion of weakness. It's better to have a potion of weakness, but you need a golden apple, and so to get a golden apple, you need gold, and there's only one way you can get gold before trading with villagers, and that is zombie pigmen. Killing zombie pigmen. So you have to kill zombie pigmen, but in order to kill zombie pigmen, you need zombie pigmen. So you have to kill pigs. Alright, sorry, you have to take the pigs and get them to get struck by lightning. So you get zombie pigmen, so you can kill the zombie pigmen, so you can get the gold nuggets, which you can craft into gold ingots, which you can craft into gold blocks, which you can craft into golden apples. Well, not gold blocks. You don't need to go that far. You used to need to go that far. But yeah, so you need gold. Or sorry, you need copper to make the lightning rod. Technically, to make a super flat work at all, though, you need to have a bonus chest. That's a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Yeah, well, there's some things like you have to just get lucky to find in that bonus chest, or else the world won't work. Yeah. Specifically, the super flat I'm talking about is super flat structures off. Yeah, structures on would be much easier. You wouldn't need a bonus chest. But if you're doing super like pure super flat, no modifications to the ground, and it's no structures, then it suddenly gets much harder. But you know, you just in that bonus chest you need to find a sapling, which typically you find a sapling. It's certainly going to give you a lot of content. Yeah, it's a grind. It's what it is. Sorry, repeat. Oh, you want to be damaged when you go to solid. Okay. Yeah. This is fair. Yeah, it would be an entity. Yeah. Yeah. And armor stands. I don't know if signs are. I think no, I think signs are blocks. This is true. I don't know. I know shulker boxes are entities. Um, which is why you can use them to make an invisible base. It's expensive, but you can use them because they don't render at a certain distance, even when blocks do. So. Yeah, they do that. I'm curious. How many floors do you think my building has right now? Floors are 10 blocks tall. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, not counting the things in progress still. Actually, yeah, not counting things in progress still, it's at 25. Yeah, but I mean, they're 10 blocks tall. That means my thing is 250 blocks tall. The world build limit is 300. So, 320. Well, I'm not that close because that counts underground as well. So, I'm still about 100 away. But I mean that is pretty close. Yep. And you still can't guess what it is, which is funny. I am genuinely worried that I jacked up the scale, though. Because there's a very specific scaling for what I'm building. And it's a little bit... Let's just say I didn't quite do the math beforehand. I did a little bit of the math, but I didn't do all the math. There's a little bit of math. I mean, I did the math to make sure it would work. But I didn't do the math to make sure it would look right. Yeah, well, I mean, because I had to make sure that the amount of resources that I would need to complete this would not be obscene. Which I mean, technically they were obscene, but also, you know, 11 double chests is not that much. I mean, I have chest rooms that are considerably bigger than that. Yeah, you don't have much. I don't know why you don't have much. I think it's just because you take anything you mine and you just build it into something else, so you don't keep it. Meanwhile, I'll dig out something massive and just have like a chest room of just cobblestone. Because I don't want to build anything with. What? Well, yeah, this is true. Although, well, I will say it is just me that's built this tower so far. You know, yeah, I mean, you provided materials, but I built it. Yeah. Although, again, you kind of slacked on the whole providing materials thing, so. No, it's fine. I don't care. It was never that big of a thing. I was never like demanding it. It's just funny. And it doesn't really matter anymore because now I've hit Deep Slate, so I just make stacks of it anyway. So. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, you were saying you're gonna build a base near the Pale Garden? Yeah. Sounds like you need another ceiling highway. Why not? You can break bedrock. Yeah, you just need to break bedrock. I don't know the bedrock edition bedrock breaking methods. I know the Java edition ones. Although technically you don't even need to break bedrock. Because you can just clip through it, but yeah, well that is the issue. Also, you don't want to get stuck on top. But that is fair. No, don't TP me up there. That'd be a bad idea. Yeah, we would both lose everything. Honestly, I would probably lose slightly more than you. Because you still have Ireland as basically a backup server. But none of this is on Ireland, so none of what I'm building right now. What's on there? I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be. Yeah, because I mean, it's basically its own separate instance now. And so is this. I mean, it's Ireland 2.0, really. Yeah. Although, I mean, again, it's not like we've restarted. It's just, yeah, it's just built more on top. But it does feel different. Um, I mean, obviously your stuff is largely the same. Um, improved, yes, of course, but like, I don't know. You haven't really built many revolutionary new structures. Um, you've just kind of continued on old projects. Is the courthouse new? Hmm. I knew that was new, but but I don't know. Okay, I doubt much. And while you log off, I will plant 10 hidden bombs. Yeah, it's rigged. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Think about it. Like, you wouldn't even know. Because the pressure plates are on the inside of the doors. So, you'd go into your house, and you'd just be like, oh yeah, normal pressure plate. And then, yeah, thanks for the idea. I'll be, I'll be right back. Yeah, he literally just put the chicken on there. I don't know. I mean, it should just be a separate item, so it shouldn't really mess up much. Hmm. Interesting. I'm glad you're gone, because now it'll be easier for me to go to bed. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice playing multiplayer, but that is one nice thing about single player is I can just go to bed whenever I want. Oh, too far. Is one thing with the continuous ladder going from the top to the bottom. Is I just like, whoop, I just missed my stop. I could, yes. There is a good way to stop. Um, I mean, I wouldn't say now. I mean, it's kind of always been a thing. I figured out a way to do it pretty well. But it's just you have different elevators. You have an elevator that goes up to a certain point, and it stops, and then right on top of it starts a new one. And it forces you to get out. Another way you could do it is it's a continuous shaft. Um, and I did this with one. Actually, in the earlier proto version of this tower, I did this. Um, in that tower, it was different. It wasn't, so this one is one central column, right? And then rooms on the left and the right. With the other one, it was just the thing in the center. There was no rooms on the left and the right. Um, Mostly because it was smaller. But on the left and the right instead, there was the water columns for the elevators. One went up and one went down. And with those water columns, um, on the floors where you'd want to stop, there was a block interrupting the flow in one part of it. Because the column was like a 2x2 or whatever, and there was one block stopping it in one spot. And so if you wanted to get off at a certain floor, you would just go into that corner until you hit that block and then walk out. And then they stopped in like a station of sorts that I made a little bit below ground level, where the column just straight up stopped, and it started a new one underneath it, and it forced you to get out. And you can either get out and get in the new one to continue, or you just get out completely. And go about your business or whatever. But I don't know. I'm debating whether I want to build a water elevators in this tower. Yeah, it's like on one hand I kind of want to do that, but on the other hand I kind of like the aesthetic of either using the ladders or running down the stairs. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it's like you're no longer cheating at this point because you're not you're not using it anymore. Hmm. Steve. My name is Steve. Hmm. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of funny. Yeah. That is actually kind of funny. If you just like you weren't thinking, you accidentally booted up the wrong world. You go back down to go to work, and you're like, wait a minute, where's all my stuff? Of course it does. What are you doing to Steve's chicken? Are you choking Steve's chicken? Wow. Well, you didn't need it anyway. Hmm. But yeah, I will say playing Minecraft has gotten a lot easier for me, as with playing all of my other games. Um, because I got a new controller, so I don't have stick drift anymore for the moment. Yeah. Well, I really hope this one doesn't get stick drift, but I know it's going to, so. This is true. It is a little bit of a time capsule still. But you could also just go into your house and set a bunch of TNT. Just cause. Just to see what would happen if you did it in this world. Or to see what's about to happen when I do it in this world. Lava chicken? I don't know. Wow. Didn't realize you were so racist. I know you did. Hmm. Yep. This is true. Hmm. Of course it is. That would be funny. Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd really have much of a use for it. You can pull it in if you want to, but well, that is true. I don't know. I don't even know if you can do it, but if you were to do it, it's like, you can. But I would never use it because it's like, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like many mods. I kind of prefer vanilla. There's a couple things that I'm like, yeah, like some light shaders wouldn't be bad, or um, like ambiance, like the one that's the sound one, um, where it's like it just makes sound slightly better and slightly more dynamic. Or there's the I don't know, like I saw one that makes seasons that probably wouldn't be too bad, or um, they make some like optimization mods that'd be pretty cool, where it's like um, it doesn't change anything about the game except it uncaps the render distance, so you can see literally infinitely. Well, yeah, it's kind of more designed for Java Edition, but yeah. I mean, I can kind of mod it. I mean, I modded the memory on it. Because I added the 2 gig stick to it, but this definitely isn't one where I could add like an external GPU or something. There is a RAM slot though, if I wanted to add more RAM. The only problem is with how they designed it. If I remember right, you have to pick. You can either have more RAM or you can have more memory, like more hard drive space. Yeah. Just because like they added one upgrade slot, and so you have to pick what you put in the upgrade slot. No. I don't know, you're still in here with me. You can never escape. No. I don't like the spider. The spider. Spider. It's on top of the tower. And it's nighttime. And I was on top of the tower. And it called me a racial slur. Yeah, I noticed. Every time I see one. Every time I see a spider at your house. That's what they always say. Yeah. And you need to check back in on your Lego Winter Toy Factory. You don't have to lie to me. Have you been doing the winter investigation stuff? Mm. Yeah. The winter investigation, it's actually pretty fun. It's more fun than I thought it would be. It's the limited time quests for Noir in normal Battle Royale, but Renegade Wada? Yeah, you know. Well, I mean, you not buying it is not going to change that. But I don't know. It's what it is. Oh yeah, you like Doberman? Wow, I didn't realize you focused that much on that part of him. Yeah, he's actually he's been an NPC this whole season at Twinkle Terrace. No, you didn't. Is she? This is true. Well, I don't know if it would have changed anything, but it probably would have made me buy the skin. Nah. Normally, so normally I go for night things, but there's only one style of night that I like, and that's the Fortnite night, right? The season 2 night, and they still release skins in that style, like Swamp Knight, Raptor Knight, stuff like that. But or whatever it was called, like Sir Raptorian the First or whatever. But Scrap Knight Jules is not in that style. Yeah, I mean, like she is a knight, but it's not. She's not a fort knight. She's not. She's not the right type of knight. Plus, she's a woman. No, I'm just kidding. That is crazy. This is especially crazy considering I have multiple knights that are women, but like half my knights are women. But anyway, point being. Ow. Yeah, I don't know. Which guy? Oh yeah, of of course you are. I was wondering when you would notice him. Because he looks like you. That's not true. Yep. And hairstyles. And general attitude. Yeah. You mean Halsey? Gotcha. It is funny it took us so long to get him. Because, I mean, he was in loading screens with Halsey and Jody. Sorry, Joni. Yeah, I don't remember his name either. Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't used the high stakes club for more outfits and stuff. Like, I don't know. And there's so much you could do with it, you know? Like during the summer, you could release summer versions, or the winter can have winter versions, or there's school versions. Yeah. Because, I mean, they do that with Midas's crew already. Um, or, you know, it's like you have beach jewels, and you have night jewels, and you have, you know, um, or like, you know, Midas. There's Shadow Midas, there's normal Midas, there's Beach Midas, Ghost Midas, yeah. Yeah. There's all these things. That's funny. Hmm. As always. Hmm. That's funny, because he's the vampire hunter. Hmm. Well, the High Stakes Club doesn't have very fleshed out lore. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Fortnite does this. I mean, they make side storylines for no reason. Um, yeah, but this one's pretty good. It's like, yep. We do like top 5 gaming. Yeah, well, you know, I didn't. Yeah, he kind of runs out of content sometimes, but yeah, yeah, ranking live events, or ranking weapons, or ranking seasons, or yeah, he is more reliable than pretty much everyone else. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't apologize to Allier. Um, okay, okay, yeah, hmm. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, no, that tracks. Mm, maybe. True. Very true. And they are very like anime high school themed. I mean like they're obviously not Japanese characters, but it's that Japanese like mindset and style and like you know like Halsey loves boba tea and you know they all wear schoolgirl skirts. Well, the girls wear schoolgirl skirts. The guys don't do that, but you know the guys wear suits. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Item shop, and then Joni the Red being Fortnite crew. Yeah. Well, and maybe that's why they aren't really that developed, is because it's like the whole high stakes club thing, it doesn't mesh with anything in Fortnite. Well, yeah. I mean, with the whole like kind of the monster idea, but it's still sort of like I don't know. It's just not something we see in Fortnite. You know, the Fortnite storyline's all about the loopers and stuff like that, with Jones and the Seven and all that stuff. And then even if it's not that, it's like, you know, even if it's a like a minor storyline, it's still tracking with something physically on the island. You know, so it's tracking with location or a skin roaming around or whatever. But you know, the high stakes club, we never saw a physical location given to them. Yeah. Well, or it's like there's one loading screen where they're hunting vampires inside of the bowling alley. Um, from that one place that I can't remember. Um, yeah, no, it just immediately gets replaced by Mega City, but it's there. Um, I don't know, stuff like that where it's like, um, I don't know, but they did also kind of screw themselves a little bit because it's like they didn't bring it up as any major plot point, and so now they can't because, well, I mean, I guess they still could, but it wouldn't make sense because two of the skins, Halsey and Joni the Red, are trapped behind exclusivity. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And even like this new one, um, that just came out, he is a starter pack, and yeah, and the starter packs don't come back most of the time. I mean, they can, they have come back, but they don't typically come back.